Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca and I redesign all thrifted items and I show you step by step how to do it. In today's video, we are going to redo my whole sewing studio and make it more functional. Up to this date, it has not been very functional for me. I used to have more sewing classes and things like that, so I had a big table in the middle with chairs around it. I'm going to redo it and take you guys along with me while I clean up such a mess here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Let's get started. I am going to clean it all up and I'm going to change out the layout in my sewing studio. So we're going to start by just sanding down this shelf that I found online. It's been used before, so I'm just going to paint it in the same color as the wall in the sewing studio so that it's not going to be too visible. And I'm just going to use this as a divider in the sewing space because the sewing space is quite big. I want to have more zones where I can work, and I'm also not having this big table anymore because I'm not having so much sewing classes. So I want to make it more functional for me because I mostly work alone here in the sewing studio. So it makes more sense for me to make it better for myself. And then if I have a course here one time, I can just take it back. So I'm just cleaning up all my mess and hopefully, and there's my cat. So at this stage, I'm just moving all the things around to try to figure out where to put everything. And I'm just putting it all on my big table so that I can clear out some spaces and get a clear mind on where I want to put things. So as I'm cleaning in the background and folding all the things, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my journey here on YouTube because I guess most of you guys are not old followers because my account is so old. I started YouTubing when I was about 14 and 15 years old. I posted videos because I thought it was fun to sew and to show you guys what I made. And it was pure hobby. And I did get some brand deals at the time, but I was so stressed when I got sponsorships and it just made the whole experience not worth it. So I was very stressed out and I just stopped producing and making videos. But I continued sewing by myself. If people wanted to have a dress or a wedding dress sewn, they came to me and I sewed it for them. So I started sewing some wedding dresses and taking orders on that. And in 2020, I signed up for the Norwegian Sewing Bee, which is a competition on television. I actually won this competition, and after that I got more orders on wedding dresses, and I started having sewing classes in my sewing studio and also different places in my country. And I got the opportunity to write my first sewing book, which was really, really special for me. So even though I quit YouTube for a long period of time, I continued sewing. But the reason why I want to catch up with my YouTube account again is because I already have a quite amount of subscribers from my early days, and I have a great platform that I really want to use now as I am trying to figure out where I want my sewing business to go. So I'm trying to rebuild my channel again so that eventually I can start earning some money on YouTube as well. I know I have a long way to go, but I am definitely motivated to keep posting videos and share everything that I make with you guys. So feel free to ask me anything that you want me to create, or if you want me to recreate something, or if you want more cleaning videos, or if you want more in-depth organization videos. I would love to do that. But I am trying to mainly focus on making garments and showing you step by step how to do it, and also using secondhand materials, because I feel like that is my niche. But I will definitely take any tips and ideas from you, so feel free to do that. So as you can see, I'm moving this shelf around many times, and I'm trying to reorganize or replace all of the tables to see if I can find a better solution. I definitely knew that I didn't need 4 tables together because I don't need that much space to cut my garments. So I only needed 2 tables, and then I tried to figure out what to do with the other tables. So I tried to display some of my fabrics to see if that was inspiring and working, but I decided it didn't, and I moved the shelf again next to the wall, which was not my original plan, because I was buying it for having it as a room divider. But I wanted to see if it was a nice layout for my films or my intros. So I actually styled a little corner to see if this would work as a little studio area, and that I could use in the intro of all of my videos. Whenever I clean and redo or organize a space, I need to visualize the final result before I'm done cleaning. I always have a mess behind me, and then I start to have one little corner that I clean and I decorate just to feel the vibe, or just to see what kind of vibe I want to go for, and then I feel inspired to continue cleaning. I don't know if other people do this, but this is just what I have to do. I have to have one corner that is clean and organized and pretty, and then I can continue cleaning the other areas. So I decided that this wall here with the wallpaper is pretty to have as a background for my intros on all of my videos. So I wanted to set up a kind of studio area in this part of my sewing room. So I set up my mannequin to have in the background because I feel like that would fit for a sewing channel, and then my sewing machine on this old little desk to just match the vibe in this room. Then I used the Kallax shelf to divide a office section and the sewing section, and I also added the other tables here so that I had much better layout for an office. I got much more space and just a much more inviting office area. And then I did not like when all of my fabrics and things are visible in the shelf that I have, so I decided to get cupboards and drawers that I could just easily install into each shelf. My plan is to paint these in the matching color of the shelf later on, but I did not have time to do that this time, so we'll do that later. But these are genius. You can just hide everything behind. And then I'm going to install a little coffee section here, refilling my coffee, and we are stocked up.
Artlist.io.
Then I'm just doing some final touches, trying to decorate it a bit. And now let's remind ourselves how my sewing studio looked like before, because it was so messy. Look how cramped my desk were before. This was a super small office corner, and it just makes more sense now when I have made it much bigger. Now I have a more dedicated sewing corner and also a bigger office that feels more welcoming. And the cutting board is in the middle, and all my fabrics is next to my sewing machine and my little coffee station, and everything is just more, makes more sense. And this area is now going to be the dedicated filming studio place where I film my intros and where I film things that are going to be in a background, because this is more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. That's it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed following me cleaning my sewing studio and just changing up the setup. I'm not completely done because I have some ideas for the office corner here to make it more functional and even better. I want to hang up some pegboards on the background here and paint them in the same color as the wall, more seamless to the walls, and also that I can hang up like boxes and hooks and shelves on the pegboard to keep my camera equipment and things that I need to have on hand in my office studio. And then on the back side, where my sewing area is, I want to paint the cabinets and the drawers also in the same color as the walls to make it also look more seamless and not too visible. So if you want to see a part 2 of the updating the sewing studio, please let me know in the comment down below, because I would love to film it for you. If you have any other suggestions for films, please let me know. If there's something you want me to sew or transform or do on YouTube, please let me know. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content, and leave a comment down below and a thumbs up. That will help me out a lot. I will see you guys next Thursday. There will be a new video next Thursday, so stay tuned for that, and talk to you guys soon. Bye!